Hey, very good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live decoding session for BankNifty futures. Today is Wednesday, the expiry 4th of October 2023, and the current time is 9:07 AM IST. So let me just quickly share my screen, and first of all, let's understand what's the overall context. Okay. So overall, what I'm seeing is we have developed in a 2-day balance. So this was Friday's profile and this was the yesterday, that is Tuesday's profile. Yeah, so if I combine these two, so first of all, what happened Friday is we had a price probe and we had a upper balance. Now Tuesday what has happened is we have a lower balance with a price probe above. So this was a test of supply and a test of supply, so but overall I'm seeing that we are in a 500 point range, which is what currently I'm seeing. And let me just combine this two. Okay, so overall, so supply is still pretty strong. So there are two balances. One is the upper balance and second is the lower balance here, right? So pre-open data will be out, I'll be decoding that, but what I'm seeing currently is there are a lot of buyers which are trapped, and supply is shutting off below 44 577 level or 44 500 level. Okay, so for me 44 500 is the line in sand, plus there are stops getting built both the sides. And yesterday when the price was developing below 44 577, actually I was looking for it to tag this particular level because that's where a lot of stop or liquidity or limit orders are present. It did not take that out, but what had happened is it just took a reverse. It also had a retest wherein again the supply got absorbed and then it moved higher, and again seller was seen at 44 682. Okay, so we are overall in a rotational movement in a 500 point range. Yeah, so nothing has changed, and we are just balancing around the psychological level, that is 44 500. So do keep this information in mind, this market generated information in mind. And if I look at the overall footprint, right, where I'm seeing the data currently coming in. So the pre-open data is out, but I'm seeing a lot of supply is trapped above 44 400. Now as we are opening gap down, so this is the pre-open data, so let me just open that. Okay, so if you see Bank Nifty, currently the pre-open is negative, about 0.6%. So overall inventory is short, and 44 100 and 44,000 are the areas where I will be observing the reaction. Okay, so looking at the options analytics, where the inventory is getting created. If I look at 44 100, and so these are the two levels which I'm looking at. Currently a lot of put options have been written, 44 400 44 500. There are a lot of calls present. So what is going to happen is the put players, or the put writers in this range, they will be throwing in the towel, and they will be trying to get out of the trade. So for me 44,000 44 100 is the line in sand. Now let me go to the higher time frame, and 44 100, so I'll just shift there. And currently what I'm seeing is we have got a trapped supply below 44 100, and if it breaks 44 100, also there are some buyers, but 44,000 is the line in sand. Currently I'm seeing a lot of trapped sellers below 44 100. So what is going to happen is, as the auction is opening here, right, I'm looking for it to drop lower and see some absorption of supply within this level. Okay, so right now let me get more granular. So let me see, okay, it's not coming up because of the tick size, or else if I change this, let me see. Nope, it's still not working. Okay, that's perfectly fine, but overall I am seeing, so there are a lot of positions in this range of 44054 to 44089. Okay, so that's where I'm seeing a lot of supply, supply is trapped, and as we are opening 200 points lower from the futures chart, so there are a lot of buying activity, where previously buyers have come in, and we might be around the previous week low and the September month low. Okay, so there are particular levels, where I'll be observing the print, how the flow is, order flow is coming in. Plus there are a lot of structurally, there are a lot of these stops, so let's see, a pretty exciting expiry, because right at the open we are opening with a 200 point or a more than 0.5% gap down. So this is where, I'm observing some supply to be coming in and seeing, how the auction develops. Okay, so where is the pre-open? Here is the pre-open, and let me just go to the, nope, it's not coming. That's perfectly fine. So I'll just look at the order flow, which is going to build, but looking at the previous levels, I am expecting responsive buying at 44,100 level. Okay, so my trade, that's my trade plan. I'm looking to see the I'm looking for absorption, and 44 okay, so this is the futures chart. There will be certain levels. So yeah, when the order flow is going to come in, that's where I will be observing, and I will be looking at, the supply, how strong it is. But overall, I am not in a mood, or, not in a nature to take any shorts. Okay. Plus, if I look at the stocks, right, so there was some absorption, or, smart money, they started buying HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. Yeah, so I'm seeing two major banking stocks is where, yesterday there was some smart buyers which came in when the price was moving lower. Okay, so this is also giving me more information, more market generated information, that even though it is opening gap down, I will not be chasing that particular gap, because there are areas, or there is trapped supply. So I'll be looking to see the reaction at this particular level. Okay, so the auction will open in next 15 seconds. So let's see how the auction develops. Okay, and I'm just logging into my trading account. I'll also show you what's my current funds available. Okay, so good amount of selling is coming in and it is getting absorbed. So around 44,100 is where that absorption of supply is seen. Now again it is falling fastly, but this is where I'm looking for absorption. Yeah, so again, this is not a buy or sell recommendation. I'm just observing the context of the order flow which is coming in. Now I was looking for price to look below and fail and move above 44,100, but currently it is developing below that. So I'm waiting for all these data points, to absorb. So basically all the supply which is trapped here, I'm looking for them to get absorbed and see whether we get continuation lower, or, we look below and fail, so that's the overall trade plan. Okay, so currently I'm seeing from the futures data, a lot of supply has definitely came in. Okay, and currently I've not taken any trades, and this is the overall funds which is currently available in my trading account. Okay, so I've just taken a test trade at 226. I'll put the SL at 227, and now I'm just trailing my SL. Okay, and it got hit. Okay, so the reason why, so this was the first trade. I entered at 226 and the SL got hit at 231. I was just trailing my SL, and I was just hardly 20 seconds in the trade. And the reason for why I bought a put trade is I'm just combining my data. So what I mean by my data is, first of all, I was looking at this particular level. Second is, I am seeing that we looked below and I'm seeing continuation. Okay, so now I'm looking for continuation lower, and 44,000 is the level where I'm looking for more absorption. Plus, I'm also combining the contextual data from the market profile, and this is where I'm looking for some absorption. Now, that doesn't mean that price will not move down. I don't know that. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just looking at the data and just testing my thesis and just purely scalping. Okay, so the first trade I have taken, but overall, yep, a lot of supply is definitely coming in. And if you see, the algorithm is telling me that a lot of absorption, so smart money are the ones who are entering and absorbing the fall. Okay, so they are not interested to sell. They basically, inventory is getting adjusted and they are the ones who are absorbing the supply. Okay, so I'm expecting further continuation lower. So we have okay, so I'm seeing rejection from the cost basis of Thursday's profile, and I'm looking for continuation lower. And let's see, because this is a swing level. Okay, so this was one of the levels where a lot of liquidity is present. So those who got their orders here, they are the ones who are currently just getting out of the auction. And there is another level here, so I'm waiting for what is the low here. The low is 44,250. Okay, and what is today's low? 44,242. Okay, so it has already looked below this particular level and failed. Okay, so let's see whether we get further continuation, because this is where previously a lot of absorption was happened. And 44,250 is the line in sand which I am looking at. And I'm seeing now there are trapped supply here. Supply is definitely trapped. So let's see. So let's let it continue. But 44, if I look from the spot chart, okay, more absorption is seen. So we are seeing continuation lower. That is a good sign. So more continuation is happening. So now I'm looking for absorption at a round number. So that is this particular number. Okay. So we have got one level where some buyers came in, now they have been absorbed, but overall a lot of supply is definitely into the system. Okay, and massive delta, I would say right at the open, it has just been 4 minutes the auction has opened. But on the futures data, this is where we have a supply. So this is the resistance zone, and more supply is getting built right now, right on the print. Okay, and it looked below a particular level and failed. So again, 250 is my line in sand. So let me just draw that 250 line. Okay, so this is that 250 line which I'm looking at. Was it here? Yeah, so again continuation lower. So this is the level where, again, this is where I'm expecting supply to get absorbed. Let it drop. Okay, but overall those supply, they were unable to protect. I mean, they were unable to pause the auction here, and we are seeing continuation lower. Okay, so now as it is moving lower, 44,000. Okay, there are a lot of minute or very low liquid data points here. Okay, so now just wait and watch. So don't take any trades. There is also, we are also nearing to the previous week low. Massive delta is getting more sellers are coming in, more supply is coming in, buyers are running away. So we have got two more levels, so don't take any trades. I'm just looking at the numbers. Okay, so this is the resistance. This is where there is resistance. Currently the auction is pretty thin. We are below 44,000 level. Now come on, let it cross 44,147. And we are nearing to the previous month's value area low. Okay, so just be careful, don't get trapped, because now a lot of people would be getting trapped in this particular auction. And we are below 44,000 level. So a lot of call inventory has been created. But currently, if I see the change in OI, so I'll currently put writers, or the option sellers on the put side are more interested to write at 44,000. Currently the calls are the one which they are the ones so they are the ones who are getting trapped. So what will happen is the auction will go, it will continue. So I'm looking for continuation towards 43,900 and look below and fail and do some sort of choppiness in this 100-point range, and then have a blast, because at the moment I'm seeing where the overall inventory is getting created, it's more from the call side rather than the put side. Okay, so why am I not seeing? So now I'm observing at 44,000 level. Do we see some seller coming in? Do we see a supply coming in? So absorption of supply is happening now at this particular zone between 987 to 993. Currently absorption is seen from the supply. There is a buyer who's absorbing the supply here. So now let me see, does it hold this level? Currently it is below it, but this is my current time frame or the level which I'm looking at. Does it look below, chop, continue? Because this is where the next level I'm looking for the supply to come in again. Okay, so I'm having now two more levels, so more absorption of supply is seen. Let me just look at the data. So yep, we are developing below. Now let's take out this particular unfinished auction, because this is an unfinished auction. Good supply seen from the delta candle, and let me now mark this as levels. I'll just delete, keep this here, okay. So what I'm doing right now is areas where I'm observing. So one is this level, one is this level, and one is this level, and one is this level. Yeah, so we are in this range. So I am looking for continuation. If I'm not getting continuation, we are just chopping here. So there's something is changing in the auction. As it is moving lower, this is another zone where I'm seeing a lot of supply is trapped. Okay, so I'm waiting for the previous week low to be taken out, and also this particular low, because this is also another swing level. Okay, so if you have got any questions, yeah, feel free to use the live chat function. But currently I'm just looking at the data, and there is a level 161. Let's see what happens at this particular level. Does it look below and fail? That's what I'm looking for. And we have also got a trapped seller at 44,149. Okay, so the low which has made is 165. My level is at 161. Okay, so good supply seen. We have a area where there are buyers and sellers. So this is a minute resistance zone. This is another big resistance zone, and this is also another big resistance zone. So a lot of supply overhead. So I'm waiting for liquidity, to get clear and, at least move lower. Yeah. So I'm looking for the auction to tag the previous week low, which is at 44,149. And I also have a level at 161. Okay, more trap buyers are seen. So a lot of buyers are trapped in the current auction. So what can happen is we can have a quick, so once the auction closes above 44,200, right, we can have a quick move, mean reversion trade towards the VWAP, and that's where the supply will again come in, and we might again continue lower. So this is a choppy zone now. So let's see, we still have about a minute left. So I'm looking for this particular auction. But currently we are above a minor resistance zone. So we are going to chop in this particular zone now. And there is also an unfinished auction, a gap. So that this gap will also be getting filled. Okay, so 44,200 in futures is the line in sand. Let me look at the spot. Yep, so we are again moving above the range. So previously the range which I shared was some 82 to 95. Okay, and now a lot of buyers are seen in the current system. Okay, so let's see whether, because I'm looking for continuation higher towards 44 or 50 level. Okay, this is where the buyers are seen currently. So it looked above, failed, looked below, failed. Yeah, so it is gonna chop. So if you are able to scalp properly, execute properly, you enter the trade. If you are not, just stay away, because currently let me open the trading terminal. Okay, So if I look at the data here, right, from the premiums perspective, both the call and the put data, they are, in a similar range. Yeah. So what has happened is it is a lot of straddle players are the ones, who are coming in the auction. And we looked above 44,100 and failing. So again, we are in a choppy zone. I'm waiting for the auction to cross 44,200. So we are just chopping in this range. Okay, again we looked below and failed. Okay, and this is the current data. So we are nearing. So this is where a lot of supply has been absorbed. Okay, so this is how you can use market generated information. So 44,000 level, below this is where a lot of absorption of supply is seen. Yeah, so this is how you can simplify your data analysis. Okay, so what I'm seeing currently is this is the POC. This is where a lot of supply has been absorbed, and if I'm looking for the auction to close above 44,000, because currently we are just chopping, because what is happening is there is a buyer here, there is a buyer here, there is a buyer here, right? Now the next area where I'm seeing supply is above 44 or 40 level. Okay, so even though the supply which is coming in right now, it is getting absorbed. So just be extra cautious, don't take any trades. And even this thesis is supported by the futures order flow, so if you see coins, how data is confluencing with each other, so for me this is the line in sand, and similarly this is the line in sand. Currently the absorption of supply is happening with the current flow of orders which is coming in. The call premiums are definitely moving lower. So this was at 385, now it is at 276. More sellers are coming in now. And if you see the put, the premiums are higher. So people are expecting the price to move lower. And the sellers, so if you look from the seller's perspective, right, they will be interested to add more of put positions compared to call positions. The reason is put premiums are higher compared to call. Now again they are back into the similar range. Okay, so that's what we just have to be extra cautious, extra careful. Okay, so I've just taken a test trade at 288 and 289, and it got hit. Okay, so this was just a test trade. I entered at 288 and 284, and now it is again falling, so that's perfectly fine. But it is closing above the 44,000 level. Okay, so now if you see again, let me just take a test trade now, one more. So I entered at 290. And I'll keep the SL at, nope, it's falling fast. Okay, so I am making a loss. It is falling faster now. Let me see the chart. Yep, so more absorption is seen here. And I am just closing this trade. Okay, so this was the first, second and the third trade. Third trade is where I made a loss, and now it is continuously falling, and the reason is it is look above and fail. Supply was seen here, and I'm looking for continuation lower. So again it looked below and failed. So it is again trapping the people. Okay, I've entered again at 289. Again it is falling. Okay, so from the futures chart, this is resistance zone, this is support zone. So I have bought it at the support zone. Even though my price is a bit higher, the prices are falling, put premiums are falling, sorry, call premiums are falling. And we are just chopping around the previous value area, previous month's value area low, and also nearing to the level where a lot of supply is seen. Okay, so I will be in a loss. I am in a 500 rupees loss. So I have not yet booked out. Of this trade, because I'm seeing absorption of supply here and I'm looking for a mean reversion. So let's see whether my thought process is correct or not. And I'm also seeing absorption from the algos. Okay, so premiums are eroding. Time is 9:33. Okay, so I'm just exiting the trade because I'm seeing premium erosion, faster premium erosion. So I don't want to get captured in the theta decay. So overall, I have taken, I think, 5 trades. I am in a loss. So what is happening is my conviction is correct. It is not going below 44,000, but I am getting, the reason why I'm making a loss is because of the premium erosion happening here. Okay, again, a lot of absorption of supply is seen. And we have reached a level where the call or the resistance is coming in. We are nearing to this particular zone. Currently, I'm not seeing any major seller or supply coming in. We are developing below the volume point of control. Developing lower. Yep, so there is a seller at 215 and it is getting absorbed. Okay, so I have taken a call trade. I entered at 274. Currently it is still at 273. POC is moving lower. Now overhead I am seeing supply. More buyers are coming in, more supply is getting absorbed. So I'll keep the SL at 275. 6, 7, and it got hit. Okay, so entered at 274, it got hit at 276. So supply is definitely getting absorbed. So I will now just wait for the right opportunity, because the premiums are the ones, so even if you see the auction is still moving higher, the premiums are eroding faster due to the theta decay and the expiry which is happening. Okay, so now is the time to just wait and watch. But overall, yeah, I am in a loss today in this weekly expiry which is happening. Okay, so let me see if there are any questions. There aren't any questions. And now it is moving higher. Yeah, so as it is moving higher, if you see now the premiums are, but there is overhead supply seen here. And also we have got supply till 440. So we are gonna chop. So just don't get butchered like I did. I made a loss of $500 or $600. So just be extra cautious. Okay, but why it is not taking this particular low is what I am currently looking at. 149 is also the value area low, and if I'm just zooming out, yeah, there are trap supply lower. Yeah, so it has moved above the level. So call are the ones who are in the under the water. But yeah, now some absorption is happening, so I'm just waiting and watching. I'm not taking any trades because now what I'm looking at is let it go, and I'll be looking to sell here because I know there is supply present over it. If it does not go here and if it is gonna chop, so no point in trading because the premiums will be eroding. So my first plan is, does it go here? That's where I'm looking to sell. My second plan is, does it develop below 44,000 level? If it does, then I'm looking for continuation lower towards the 43,900 level. Okay, so if it develops below 43,900, that's where I'm looking to again take a shot and target the current low, and next is this particular low where liquidity is present. Okay, so let's just observe this and see what happens. So we have got trapped buyers about 20, again buyers here, trapped sellers at 900. Okay, so we are just gonna chop, and even if it moves higher, this is where again I'm expecting supply to be coming in. Okay, so there's no trade currently. Even if you take a trade, if you are a futures trader, yeah, you won't be affected by the theta decay. But if you are an options trader like me, if you are buying options, it will basically overall, even if your conviction is correct, you will be making a loss. like I did in today's session. Okay, so some supply is getting absorbed here. If you see this delta, a lot of supply has been absorbed, and the inventory is shifting above 44,000. Yeah. Okay, come on. So as it is moving higher, I'm expecting for some supply to come in, and we see where we are. We have tagged the VWAP. So my mean reversion trade, it did work out, but yeah, because of the premium theta decay is where I got butchered. Yeah. So if you see this, it was 276, now it is 200. Yeah, so this was 700, right? So it is where it is trading. Yeah, it is trading in the same range, 276 to 280. Yeah, despite of the auction moving. So that's what we have to be extra careful, and take and be cautious. Okay, so I saw some supply coming in, so I have taken a trade of put. So this is that trade. I have entered 44,200 put at 277. It is currently at 281, and I'm just trailing my SL. Let's see whether this SL gets hit. Okay, I'll just put it by 281. It will be getting hit. Okay, if it gets hit, so I entered at 277, it got executed at 280. So it means supply is coming in. So at a higher price, so if you see now the distribution, put premiums are higher compared to calls. Okay, so sellers will be coming in here, but overall I am seeing now I had a trade plan which I shared a couple of minutes ago. The trade plan was, if the auction reaches here, that's where I'm looking for resistance or supply. I'm looking to buy a put. I bought a put. It was a test trade. Now I'm waiting for the price to move lower. In that span of time, I was just trailing my SL or stop loss. Okay. So if you see, I entered at 943 and the SL got hit at 943.41. So overall, I'm still in a loss of 500 odd bucks. But one thing, which I can say very proudly is I am not at all tensed. I am not at all worried what will happen. Currently, I remember when I started, I used to make such losses in one trade. Now, after practicing so many things, I'm fine to make consistent losses, but they should be controlled, right? So, okay. Let me go to the chart, and yeah, we are now entering again into the area where the supply might again get absorbed, but I am looking for this level to be broken and take out the liquidity, grab the liquidity at previous week low. Okay, let me just hit refresh to this chart so that we may get the timestamp. Okay, so it absorbed the supply again here, and now it is again moving higher. So again, we are in a very choppy range, choppy zone. So I'm seeing momentum to be dying off. So we are in a very tight range. So this will be a good area where, for the straddle strangle players, because what will happen is you look below and fail, look above and fail, look below and fail, look above and fail. So it is going to chop in this 40-point range. Yeah. Again, supply coming in, supply seen. Below 44,200, so I'm looking for continuation lower. Okay, more supply is seen, and where it is seen, so it is getting absorbed here. So for me, my line in sand is the auction should go below. First level is 990, next level is 970. So what has happened is when this B period opened, right, it looked below and failed. So that's the market generated information. That's where a lot of guys, even I earlier used to get trapped. Still, I make such silly mistakes. Hey Lemon, very good morning. Let me know if you have got any questions, Lemon. By the way, nice name, Lemon. Okay, so I want to now take a call trade, but I am controlling myself. The reason why I'm saying I want to take a call trade is if I look at the swings which is happening. So this was 267, now it is 276, a 10 plus point premium, and I just wanted to enter. But the reason why I am stopping myself is because of this. So if it moves higher, this is where I'm expecting supply. If it moves lower, I'm expecting demand. So we are gonna chop. Yeah. So when you are in a choppy zone, just be away, stay away. Plus there is overhead supply seen. Let me just go back to the smaller time frame chart. Yeah, so VWAP is still holding. I am seeing supply coming in at VWAP, and this is where a lot of inventory was absorbed by smart money, and also now they are not coming in. So let's see, because I'm now looking for continuation lower for the stops to be taken out. Does it happen or not? Is what I'm looking at. Okay, so currently I'm seeing good support zone at 44,000 level. This is the zone where a lot of supply is absorbed, and this is where supply is found. Okay, so we are in a 40-point range. So I'm not seeing any. So one of the bad things of options buying is, even though 40 point it is moving up and down, here only it will shift by 10 points, 10 to max 15 points. Okay, so you just have to be very careful and extra cautious. Okay, so now as it is entering, it is going above, right? So I'm looking for the test of supply. This is where I'm looking for sellers to again come in, and guess what, there will be a VWAP level where supply will be coming in. So one trade wherein for a mean reversion it did work out. Now I'm looking for again supply to come in, and also there is a seller which is trapped here in the B period low. Okay, so I don't seem to have any questions. Yeah, so continue observing this, and by the way, if you need this indicator, you can get a trial version. So check the description below, for this video, and fill up the form. I'll be happy to give you one trial and try it out. And if you want to connect with me, you can schedule a call with me. So that way, I can help you digest, because how I am using this information, in my day-to-day trading. Okay, so with that, thank you again. Do like, share, subscribe, and just be careful. Overall, this week, today I have made a loss. It has just been 2 trading days. I have made a loss, but the loss is absorbable. Yeah, and let me see if I find another opportunity, not to cover the loss, but if I see an opportunity wherein I can capture the momentum. Okay, so with that, ending this session. So thank you once again, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Yeah, same time.